Yes, we're live? Are we live? Please tell me. Waiting for Kavel. I'm here. I am Kavel. Is it working? Yay, we're up. Oh my gosh. Okay. Everybody, you can hear me, right? I'm so sorry. That makes me so angry. We're all here though, right? We're all doing well. Thank you all for joining. Okay, yay. Okay, got messages from thank you Mod Delano for oh my gosh, I'm so sorry everybody. Yeah, no, I started streaming and then I realized, and also thank you all for being here. Rise, the Delano, oh my gosh, Dazzling is here. Shout out like Dazzling, thank you for stopping by. Glad to see you. It's been a minute, right? And then of course Kat, I was like asking you about your textures because I saw you post about your textures recently. And also like when Delano put first in chat, I deleted it and then I put first. And then that obviously didn't work well. So guys, just let me know if anything explodes because YouTube is being very silly right now. Yeah, so hello everybody. I hope you're doing well. It is Friday, 5-minute delay. I do sincerely apologize. That makes me very upset. And I was also talking, I was like, I'm having a good day, despite some scheduling stuff, you know, we're excited to stream. I'm listening to One Piece music right now. I was actually asking you guys if you remembered a song I talked about, because I'm an egotistical streamer and don't depend on remembering things for my own, right? Thank you guys so much for yeah, oh wait, yeah, old chat. That's strange. That is very strange. I think it has the old stream key. That's I don't really know how to fix that. Here, let me go to my Streamlab thing set up. Stream Elements, sorry, I always call it Streamlabs for some reason. And then I need to log in. Let's see if we can fix that right real quick. But yep, I hope all of your days are going well. Okay, let's see. Streaming tools, overlays, chat. Oh, sure, yeah, we can. That's so... Oh, wait, maybe I can manually reload it. Here, we'll try one more thing and then we'll get right into all the important stuff. And also saying, guys, if you ever want me to mute my music on the stream so you guys can listen to your own music, just let me know. It does have to be a somewhat unanimous agreement, but and if you guys want, like, and someone's like, no, I want to listen to music, then I can give you guys playlists that I recommend or playlists that the stream is composed of. So yeah, anyways, enough yapping, right? We want to go over to chat. Okay, we have to like swap the scene real quick. Oh, here we go. Boom, boom. Okay, no, I fixed it over here. There's no like easy. Oh wait, refresh. Ah, look at that, everybody. Cool. Okay, we're all fixed. Yeah, so we'll do our warm-up cat, and then I'd be glad to look at your textures. And remember, I'm no texture professional. But we can do our best to try to maybe point out any errors that I could know of. But we're back, everybody. I'm glad to see you all here. Thank you for sticking with me through all these technical difficulties. And thank you for joining me on this fine Friday night. Get our timer going and kick it off. So yeah, I do have a bit of, not really, it doesn't affect you guys, but it affects me, and I'm an egotistical streamer, so that's how it goes, right? But no, I was in my software engineering class today, and we're working on a website, and we literally did a sketch of the website about 3 days ago with pencil and paper. So, you know, we were like, okay, it's going to take a while to develop this website. And then today in class, my professor's like, hey, you know that thing you're, you know, drawing out in paper? Well, guess what? I want it finished this Sunday. And everyone freaked out. So, yeah, that's when, like, I was going to work on the Cab Tools website. I actually have it on my whiteboard right now, some stuff I wanted to try out. Too bad. So I have to finish this website, and it looks like it's being moved to next weekend is when I'm going to be able to work on that again. Or maybe intermittently this week. We'll see, but this definitely takes a huge priority. Oh, terrible lines. I was distracted. Totally, that's my excuse at least. Very chalky. Yeah. But you know, I was also just wahing and wooing about how much I love One Piece. I don't think it's the best anime ever. I don't think it's even okay, it is a good anime. I'm not gonna reach that far, but I think the reason why One Piece is so great, why I like it so much, is the reason it was made. Which it's meant to sit as a story in your heart for a very long time. Now, is it this long because they wanted it to be profitable? Probably not. I feel like Oda is more composed of a writer than to be influenced by monetary gain like that. Is it lucrative? Yes. But it's really a story that you travel along with, that you grow with the characters. It's gotten a bit copy and paste recently, but I still love it for what it is, and I can't wait to see it finished. Because, like, I'll still say, and I'll die on the hill of Water 7 and Enies Lobby interchangeably are my favorite arc. Is Wano good? Yeah, I'd say yeah, I like Wano more than Dressrosa. But does it even beat the earlier arcs? The animation's better, sure, but I feel like the story was a tiny bit, I don't know, more personable than. But hey, I'm just an old guy, right? What do I know? You guys, yeah, I'm probably... Mark it here, everybody. If the channel is still up, because we don't know all that, right? If the channel is still up, I hereby promise that we'll do a really fun, a really exciting, like, One Piece drawing whenever One Piece ends. If the channel is still up. I would be elated to do that. Because in many ways, One Piece was my first anime. Not totally. I'd watched like One Punch and stuff, but like this is the one I truly connected with and obsessed over for a bit. Ah, geez, that was not good. That was also not good. Geez, okay, we may do some planes after this to hone in our line marking ability. Ah, yikes. I'm thinking, I'm not gonna lie, like it sounds like an excuse, but I'm thinking so much of One Piece that I'm like drifting off my lines. That's a box. It is for sure. Not the best box. Mine's a bit bent over there, but it's a box. However, it is our goal to make the best boxes imaginable. You know, the devil came down to Georgia? That's gonna be me and an uncomfy with boxes. I want the golden fine liner. I also think I like One Piece a lot because I mean, I'm not going to say it's a simpler time. I mean, any time in the past was probably seemingly simpler. We have hindsight bias, but I was just going to college. Yeah, I have this academic prestige where I'm about to completely renew my worldview of what it's like to learn and meet people, to be an adult. And the only thing that's changed now is just my mindset. But really, every day is a new opportunity to explore like that. We've convinced ourselves that we know what's in front of us just to make it easier to, you know, be less anxious. But I'd say, in reality, we know just as much as we did when we first started. I think I've drawn at least 1,000 boxes at this point. You want to do a competition? Hey, that means 250 cylinders is going to be a piece of cake, right? Ah, yikes. I need to really focus up on my lines. It's not looking good. What halation for color? I don't know. I don't know what that is. I'm not a color knower, per se. Halation for color. Halation for color. What's a box? Ooh, the One Piece soundtrack is now playing the, like, Robin has discovered something immensely powerful or immeasurable about a poneglyph. Like that kind of song. I love the notion of poneglyphs. The box is only saugiforms. Let's do some saugiforms. Gosh, guys, I don't know why, but I really just want to, like, get in a couch, like a really comfortable, like pillow-esque, pillow-populated couch, 50 blankets, a beautiful sunset outside, and just watch some One Piece. OG One Piece. I want some Skypiea. Oof. That French horn in one of the songs right now, it's insane. Do I watch sub or dub? I watch sub. Warmup with Kavel. Heck yeah, sorry Rise, the string kind of exploded. No idea what happened there. That was a first too. I was really worried. Like I literally had a sixth sense of when I started streaming. I was like, wait, something's not right. But yeah, no, I watch subbed. I'm a subbed enjoyer. However, original One Piece dubbed is great, I think. It's like probably one of the best dubs out there. Like Zoro's voice actor is super funny. And the English dub for Luffy does a wonderful job. I can't really attest to the later seasons, because in the later seasons I switched to subbed. Or like, this thing, like sometimes, okay, no, wait, I watch One Piece on perfectly legal services, but sometimes services, these perfectly legal services do not have dubbed or subbed. Yeah, I want to be King of the Pirates too, right? Exactly, you know, I was saying it, Rise, I made a promise, just as Luffy does, right? That when One Piece ends, if the channel is still running, we are going to make a One Piece drawing. Which is exceptionally difficult, because that's one hell of an art style. And that's the thing, like, I want to do it of the OG crew. Of, like, Usopp. Like, I love... That's the thing, like, I consider the OG crew Usopp, Nami, Zoro, Luffy. Like, that's the... But then you have, like, and you can't not love Chopper, or Brook, or Robin, or Frankie, or Jinbei. Shout out Jinbei, right? Like, I love all of them so much. Actually, Chopper's definitely part of the OG crew. Tony Chopper, Boku no wa Doctor. Tony Chopper. If the channel's still running, yeah. Dude, One Piece will outlast us all, right? But no, yeah, it's like what, 4 years? I don't know who my favorite One Piece character. What's your guys' for those One Piece enjoyers? Who's your favorite One Piece character? I wish they would expand more on Brook. He's gonna be yeah, no. I mean, he literally had the soul fruit, and you're just like, oh, spooking people and asking to see individuals' garments, you know, like. I feel like, okay, here's my prediction for Elbaf, everybody. Usopp's getting a power up. You're in the land of the warriors. We're watching Zoro and Sanji. I'm not sure if Sanji had Conqueror's Haki, but you know, like his Germa genes or whatever they're called activated. Zoro has Conqueror's Haki. Nami got her Cloud Zeus power up. Mr. Swordsman himself. Yeah, I really do love Zoro, but I love all of them so equally. I love Frankie because he's silly and yet like somehow one of the smartest people there, right? Blackbeard, whoa. He's the like personification of abusing freedom. Right? Because freedom isn't the ability to do whatever you want. That's license. Like, you have a license to kill. You're not free to kill people. Yeah, no. I think the most free person is Luffy. Because he accepts what the government is doing. Like, he gets stronger because he ought to exact his will. The only difference between him and Blackbeard isn't just because of good and evil, but it's the morals. You see, like, I mean, that's why they exist, right? They're literally parallels. I'm not saying true freedom is defined by morals, but instead, Blackbeard's a coward. He hides from his decisions. He runs away from fights. He is the fruit that kind of just epitomizes cowardice, right? It nullifies everyone's else and leaves it to a test of strength, and then he still loses. He acquired it through cowardice, right? Meanwhile, Luffy has had the option to kill people, to do to all these horrible things, and yet he's been moral, wise, and fair. I mean, Katakuri, right? The Katakuri fight? It was a clash of ideals, but at the end, they respected each other as warriors. I'm not gonna say One Piece has amazing writing, but I'll give it to Oda that, I like that scene a lot. I don't watch One Piece, but early seasons fairy tale enjoyer. Now glad. Okay, huge. I do need to watch that one. I've heard of something called like One Piece or something. Apparently that's good for watching One Piece. I'm not sure if you have to pay for it. Only go to legal websites, so don't abuse that. I want to do more warm-up. I'm not feeling great. And I feel like my pen was kind of holding me back. We'll do this. Blackbeard is funny though. I can't say I hate him. Wow, I never knew that. Luffy legit broke the compass to laugh tail in the movie. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah. A man bound by honor. And see, like, how would a free person choose to do? You know, it's such a weird contrast, but. I guess in his own way. He was so free to choose how he wanted to reach it. He wanted to reach it the right way. And man, I love the time skip too. Just them getting absolutely pulverized. Trying to think other great Luffy moments. That's the thing, like, it would be a cop-out to say like, oh, I love Luffy as my favorite character, but he's a really fun character. Gear 5's really interesting because like the fact that he's kind of a god now, sun god, right, is weird to think about. And there of course are drawbacks with Gear 5, but we'll see. Oh my gosh, wait, Whole Cake Island. I did really like Whole Cake Island. Almost as much as I loved the older stuff. It was finally a plot that was very intricate and character based. You had Luffy being selfless, Sanji being selfless, but in a way selfish as well. Kind of like Robin in Water 7. Actually, exactly like Robin in Water 7. And the betrayal that Sanji had right then. And let's shout out the Netflix special too. The Netflix One Piece was so good. Like, I really expected it to be horrible, and there were some moments, but I was like, dang, I'm kind of proud to be a One Piece fan. Yeah, 3 more chapters of JJK sucks. That's unfortunate. However, it's good to have an anime that finally ends, right? No, wow, that's really rough. I guess, I know you're not supposed to say this, but I guess today is just kind of one of those days in terms of line quality. Can't control it all. Oh yeah, and anyways, Elbaf predictions. I'm pretty sure, because like Oda loves his mythology. I mean, we have Pluto, Neptune, right? Like those godlike characters, whatever, right? Or godlike entities, I should say, in terms of that. But the fact that you have Norse warriors, right? A warrior land of the giants. And the only like promise slash like true warrior connection that Usopp has, other than the dude who trained him, was Broggy and whatever his name is. And hey, if Zenitsu can have a glow up, so can Usopp. I think he still will be a funny coward, but he'll make use of it. He'll do some Innie's lobby type. Oh, sorry, that wasn't Usopp. That was Sniper King. Do you think Oda's ever gonna reveal who Sniper King is, or is that just gonna die with the show slash manga? I have some predictions for who Sniper King is, but I don't really think they're founded. Oh, Sniper King is not me. I could get behind that. Guys, my shoulders just dropped. It's playing Bing Sake, but on Brooks's violin. I learned how to play. Oh my gosh, I learned how to play it on piano 2 years ago when I first watched Thriller Bark. Shut up, Brooke, man. Oh my god. The Brooke Laboon meetup is gonna be crazy. I'll probably cry. I could watch Luffy become king of the pirates, Zoro become the best swordsman, Usopp become a warrior, Nami make a whole chart of the sea, Robin figure out what it was just like figure out the whole history of the world. I mean, Frankie in a way has already accomplished it, but technically Luffy's not the king of the pirates yet. What is Brooks' dream? Or not Brooks, Jinbei's dream. Regardless, all of these people. But I think I'll cry when Laboon and Brook meet up. And I swear to God, if Oda takes that away from me, I am rioting. I'm kind of having my fun tonight, guys. I don't expect to be on time with the stream. I expect to go a little bit over. I think we need to have a moment on what is it called, like Upwards Mountain or wherever. You guys and I, we all like, what did they put their shoes on the barrel and made their promises. We gotta have that. Because like, yeah, white, like the West Blue is Drawbox. The Grand Line is New Masters. And the New World, who even knows? Oh my gosh, that's my favorite character. I can't believe I didn't even think of it. Law. Trafalgar D. Law. How is he not my favorite? His backstory is almost as good as Robin's. He has an amazing devil fruit. Cool boat, great crew. Great arc for, I mean, come on, Dressrosa is a good one. I love it. Anyways, speaking of love it, everybody, you better be, I swear to God, if no one in this dang stream is drinking water, I'm going to be livid. So I'm gonna go take a sip of water, and when I come back, you all better be drinking water. Just warning you now. Okay, I'll be right back. Are you guys drinking water? I swear to God, I see you back there. Yeah, I see you. That'd be crazy if like someone was like me, they pointed like me, and I was like, yeah. Doesn't German do that bit? He's like, hi Brian. If there's a Brian watching the stream, what's up Brian? Then again, I'm not streaming to like 20k people, but is it playing the Wano theme right now? Interesting. Drink soda. Mods ban this guy. Time him out for like 3 years. Drink water, dazzling. I command you. Iced tea. Is it sweet tea or unsweetened tea? Or what kind of tea? If you're drinking black tea at this hour, it is late. Dangerous to have caffeine that late at night. You gotta have something like green or white tea. Sweet tea at this hour? Are you crazy? Nah. You can't go wrong with some sweet tea. Alrighty. We're gonna set our hour timer, everybody, but yeah, we'll set it and then talk about our tigers, whatever, because we're probably going to overtime tonight. Yippee. Cool. So where we last left off on stream, We actually ought to go to the other. I ate way too much today. Jeez. Oh. We'll go over here to our bam tiger jump scare. So we were working on the eyelids, and I like the definition. It leaves a lot of hollowness around the eye socket. Then again, I don't think that's the end of the world, because that kind of happened right here. Then again, this was more defined as like a flat concave plane than what is here, which is just like this hollow interruption into the form, right? And all of our work's kind of getting muddled. I do like these patches though. They could be another shape, probably. Let's see. We'll come at this with a fresh new mind, but I have a feeling my resolve will remain resolved. I don't know, my resolutions. So I kind of see this happening right here. And then we curl over, not too high. And then we're going over the form. And we are getting dangerously close to just doing this. That kind of... playing Nami's theme right now. Or not Nami's theme, but it's more like, what is it called? I don't have a timestamp, dang. They are a bit pedantic, aren't they? I've been really enjoying the word pedantic. Getting a new iPad stand today. Oh, you had a stand. Was it like a... what did that look like? Could you send a picture in Discord? I'm curious. Also, I wanted to jump into that conversation you guys were having in the Patreon chat. I use the like paper... like I have an iPad where I do notes for school. And I have like this paper thing. It's like a paper screen protector. It feels like paper. How many times can I say paper in a minute? And I've stood by it, but like I love the feeling. Just I've worn it down so much that I'm pretty sure it's just not effective anymore. It'll show us going down the nose right there. Doesn't feel right, doesn't it? Well, in a structured course for drawing an iPad, I haven't found too many. That's unfortunate because it's such a great tool. Just, yeah, I guess like the pros, the people who are the best at art, right? They have setups, so they don't like, they would rather you, like, you know, if you can have a 50% better tool, not to say that iPads aren't good, but you know, why not go for that, right? I think the issue I'm having here is this goes deep into the face, so we need to kind of copy this, like goes around here and then down, then curls around like this kind of feeling. And I kind of like that more. Oh, we got a message. We just got a letter. Ooh, very nice. That looks very professional. I love it. I'm a minimalist slash like I love black and white. I mean, you've seen the pictures of my room. So yeah, I really want a structure. Yeah, okay, you already said that. Sorry. Goldfish memory, dude. Oh, okay. I like this, and it feels a bit better than this because it gives me the opportunity to do the brow slash ridge of the just I don't want like to overdo it. So one more time we're gonna do, yeah, let me change my pen color today. Also, this website I have to develop for my software engineering class, a bit too high, isn't it? It's a portfolio website, and I'm using all of my colors from the channel on it, or a lot of them. I'm combining the orange and purplish and then using some grays and stuff for the website color as an homage to my favorite part of the day. Now this should make it easier to kind of... I already see it now, so yeah, we're gonna go here, intersect. Get a bit of a dot for that intersection. See, that's me deleting it right there. I was realizing I was just tracing it. I wasn't actually thinking in 3D. So now that I know it's going to go over and around to this form and kind of hang off there. And then we'll get that side of the brow. This one's going to be a bit more round because we're on this side of the face, right? Like this, and then we're going to travel over. Yeah. And we could even go up here if we wanted, but that looks a bit goofy. I was kind of thinking of doing something like this. Then we have our form underneath, which we could use maybe some green. Nice. Intersect right there-ish. Maybe a bit lower. I'll do it lower, exposing more of the eye. That was already a bit overhung up there. I'm not sure if it's the color. Let's switch back to orange, because I feel like that could be a factor in my judgment here. Oh, I just don't like that part of the line, so we go down here. Let's see what that looks like. Sorry if this is a bit boring for you guys. Oh my gosh, we totally forgot to... let's look at cat's textures once we're done with this. Please remind me, guys. I really want to look at that. That is a priority. We'll stop the timer and we'll go look at cat's textures. It's very important for us to do. We made a promise. And if One Piece has taught me anything... It feels pretty good, actually. It actually feels really good. I like it. So we'll do something like this. It's ambitious, it's difficult, and it may look really uncanny, but we have to be bold here. So let's go pause the timer and let's look at cat's textures. I'm going to assume it's the most recent ones you put in the Drawbox Discord, Cat, and we'll look at those. And I can't promise an amazing critique or that I'll be right in the things I say, but we also have Rise and Delano here, so if they want, they can pitch in, because I believe they would have really good insights as to these things. Alrighty, here we go. More textures I've drawn. I think of the idea done. I just need to know if I'm on the right track. These things are painful. Shout out. Okay. So here's cat submission. Oh, big picture. Cool. And then we have the references over here. Okay. Oh, I apologize so much, Cat. I forgot to ask you. I'm so sorry. I'll be more mindful of that next time. My apologies. That is something I should have thought of before. So in fact, I'll put these to the... So first thing first is rock textures are hard. Like that's the first thing I'm going to say. They are, in my opinion, probably the most difficult. Like rock and branch, tree branch, because there's just so much going on and none of it's uniform. So you were ambitious and you did a good job. Cool. So initially, the first thing without even looking at your textures, this one doesn't have many cast shadows. And so I'm going to steal this from Chief Tang or Chief Tang, Tonawar on Discord. They made an amazing image, which I absolutely love, and we're going to steal it. So please go shout out them. But this. What are cast shadows? Cast shadows are the light explicitly explicitly occur whenever a form blocks the light from hitting another form. So form shadows develop on forms as light moves around it, so it can't see here. But cast shadows develop where light cannot reach because something's blocking it. So you usually need two things for a cast shadow and only one thing for a form shadow. So if you took away the ground, only a form shadow would be here. I mean, another example is you have this object and it's blocking light from hitting this part of the object. Yeah, they cast their shadows on the other forms around it. So this is the importance and drawbacks of breaking everything up into their smaller forms, because initially this is chaotic, this is hectic, but if we know where the light is coming from, then we know where it's going to, it's basically just projecting itself on that surface. So for example, what I mean by projection is if we have a triangular prism. This is a 2D view. It'd look a bit like this in the real world. A bit of an isometric. Like this, right? This has some unique properties because if the sun hits it from over here, then we're going to get a projected, right? If you drew a flat plane through this, then it would project somewhat like this. Ish, right? I'm not the best, but you know. This would probably meet somewhere there. Meanwhile, if we, you know, move the sun around to here, right behind it, then it's just gonna be a flat block. And so now just imagine a million of these things, and that's how you have texture and form. And it's going to be very pivotal for understanding some of the stuff we have going on here. So thin shadows, large forms that mostly make up the thin shadows. I like that. Here, initially looking at it, we do have these darker zones that are very sharp. So that, like, part of texture and form on Drawbox is understanding, okay, where are cast shadows? Another thing is, what patterns can I derive from it? So this is craggly, this is sharp, this is broken up, right? So all my cast shadows in there are going to do that. And a lot of yours are very smooth. So while I appreciate the line work, we do want to capture the nature of it. So this one's just sharp and craggly. Meanwhile, while this one is kind of sharp, it still has this like flow. It's organic, right? And also this image just doesn't have many cast shadows. We have some form shadows right here, because the light's coming from up here, so it can't really reach right there. So this is just a difficult image to draw. But yeah, most of the cast shadows are just happening in the crevices. Maybe count this as a cast shadow if it's deep enough. So yeah, that's what I would change here. Main texture, I like it. I like that you're recognizing patterns. Very good job there. But yeah, so for this, I would add some just craggling nature to it, right? I would kind of go there, and definitely these are also pretty uniform crack wise. Some are going to be very thin, right? So maybe break up their line, their flow. Meanwhile, others are going to be pretty thick, so having that variation, you kind of did that right here, which was very good. So here, we'll write down some notes to help out. We'll do so and pattern and feel. So remember, like, paper is sharp. We have those sharp triangles everywhere, a lot of triangle shape language. Meanwhile, with like bubble wrap, we have a lot of these like rounded caps to them. So like if the bubble of the bubble wrap was like the dome was right here. So if I was going to do like an x-ray view for you, like this, right? The dome is right here, then it's going to cast and do this kind of thing. So it's very round, as you see over here, if this was like bubble wrap. So yeah, just getting that pattern and feel is very important. Picking out textures with cast shadows. So that's like deep, noticeable cast shadows, right? Cast shadows. Going on to the bark here. Once again, very blocky, ironically, because it's wood, right? We have a lot of these, dark, scraggly areas in here. I'm liking this nice cast shadow that's coming from right here, from this like raised up bark. We have some form shadows, and honestly, style-wise, it would be a bit visually confusing. There's lots of opportunities in here, lots of different line weight. One thing on my... This is where it kind of snapped, or clicked, I should say, for me. Let me pull this up. It's one of my textures. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about when... oh my god, where is it? You'd think I'd have these on, like, standby, right? There it is. Listen to. I think it was this one, the first one. So, here are my two attempts at stone textures. This one, which is noticeably like stone brick, and this one, which is what happened. Like, what's going on? And the difference between these is I realized that these are, honestly, the diagram that the guy did help me a lot. I was drawing form shadows. Yeah. It's very easy to like, oh, well, it's darker and I really need to put something dark here. Like this one's darker and I need to, but no, it's actually the cast shadow is like this small bit down here. On Comfy's picture too, I would pull it up, but I'm too lazy. On Comfy has a picture of a box with no, it's kind of like the wireframe of the box, right? This, obviously drawn much better. And then he has the cast shadow from it. And it's doing this, and that's kind of like what you want. You don't care about anything happening really on the form. So yeah, what I did here, the difference, is here I was so focused on having the dark area between the rocks, I forgot they were 3D. I forgot they were literally ridges popping out and then going down. This would be more like this because it's reaching around like that, right? And then it would cast a shadow. So then it could maybe the shadow of the one above it, if there's like one up here, right? Kind of hanging over that. Then it may cast a shadow underneath that one over there. And so I brought that over here. I knew the ones up here, okay, the cracks aren't going to be that deep, but as we get over to the edges, it's going to have like, if you're looking at a stairwell, more and more light won't be able to reach because of it onto the next or even multiple stairs, right? That's when everything comes completely black. So we have this stair right here, right? And light can't reach over here in this zone. So, in terms of yours, right? Once again, another thing for just the pattern and feel. I like this. These are very organic, so you got the vibe right there. Good job. But while organic, that doesn't mean they can't be scraggly. They can't be pretty rough and stuff, right? The big thing I'm noticing here is, look, it's flowing. We have these paths that happen. Here you don't really, I mean, you don't necessarily have these paths because it's triangle, it's sharp, it's rock. And while this is kind of sharp, we still have these natural cracks that form as erosion. As the tree gets older, expands, it contracts. Oh, look at this. Like, this is wonderful. Because we get a lot of time here to explain that this is a 3D object by just this darkness right here. See, look, like, see that I have this line right here, this 90-degree angle, and so we intuitively know, okay, this is something going downwards, and then, you know, we have this right here, kind of blocking that out. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you, Rise, and thank you for being so kind. Yes. Cat has done a wonderful job here. So yeah, just finding, actually that would probably be a form shadow, but we have cast shadows down here. So that's, you know, thinking about, okay, what's actually blocking the light and what's actually there. So yeah, good job though. I really like the fact that you got organic with it. You changed the line weight right here. Very good. But yeah, and plus, once again, these are hard textures, so don't beat yourself up too much, right? So yeah, that kind of goes out in our pattern and feel, and just understand 3D. Writing with a mouse is painful. Understand the 3D structure and how it casts onto the page, you know. So ignore all the mess, ignore everything. Focus only on this zone. Zoom in and be like, okay, we have, obviously you don't have to be like as anal about this, right? But still really be like, okay, this is a 3D structure happening right here. Okay, now where's the sun coming from? It's coming from above and out here. And then yeah, the sun cannot reach and it's being blocked over here. This is probably still technically a form shadow, but I'd still do it. So like, okay, no thing here, no thing here. And then you do that decision process, obviously not as like intuitively, but you start gaining that feeling for what's 3D and where you should be putting the form. Everything is just tiny boxes, if that helps. And it's something you just kind of get better at as you do. And then finally we have this one here. This one, I think I even tried. I'm not going to lie. I think I looked at this one before. This one has a lot of good cast shadows though. This is a really good image. It's just a lot. I would focus on maybe doing like this zone right here instead of like the entire thing, because this is a lot to digest. So we'll do smaller zone. Smaller reference area. Cool. So yeah. So of this smaller reference area, what are cast shadows and what are form shadows? This is a form shadow because there's nothing really breaking it out. So we can actually leave this one here. Or what you could do is you could start adding a bit of a texture to the sides here. And then just a light. This is kind of stylistically and my choice, right? Because this is also going to be cast shadows up here. And then you could add like some, if you want, like that. So yeah, these are all 3D forms. These are all just rectangles pointing out at you, right? That's all they are. And look, this is a prime example of a cast shadow. This one 3D form right here, the sun's coming from above slash just out, I guess. And so this form is casting a shadow. This one's casting a shadow. And this form in the between is kind of blocking it. So we're going to get this effect. And if you filled this all in, it would really describe, okay, there's a form over here that is in front of this form, yet the shadow can still reach back there. Yes, break up your form a lot. The manageable pieces. So yeah, once again, more cast shadow. And it is kind of your discretion sometimes. Like, sure, this is a form shadow, because remember, we only have one object right here. There's nothing it's blocking light from. But you want to, you know, you can add like a small line here just to denote, hey, you know, this for some shadow is definitely cast shadow down here, and cast onto that. Just kind of feel it out. I know that's a horrible thing to say for someone who's trying to like learn, right? But yeah, so everything is 3D. That's the biggest takeaway from this one, right? And over here, looking at yours, you have so once again going to, because like if I took these references away, would you be able to know what these are, right? Okay, awesome. Yeah, no, and try it out. It's a thought experiment, right? But yeah, if I took away these references, they do look a bit similar, because like you have the squiggly here, a squiggly here, right? So you definitely have some consistent style between these, which isn't bad. Just, you know, you want to get more referential. And once again, line weight, remember we're casting shadows. So we're going to see maybe some triangles, maybe some jagged parts like this. I'm seeing a lot of these like weird angles happening. Darker zones. And if you need to, this is how I ended up going from this to this, which is only slightly better. This is another one, right? Just awful. Is just start stacking stones, you know, in your brain, or if you could find a reference, I'd be like, okay, I have a box here. And I want to put a box right here underneath it. Now, where's the shadow going to go if I put the sun right here? Okay, well, I can tell there's going to be a lot of this is going to block out this one. So this is going to be almost completely black, right? Like maybe if we move the sun up, this is going to stop maybe this from happening, right? Because we have the corner of the box and this is getting blocked out. But we're also going to have this one casting a shadow down. It's going to be like this. Going down. So practically all of this is going to see some form and fashion of this. And then of course this one's going to block out some of the sun as well. So we have this going on. This one's still blocking out, so I get some of this going on. That's going to stop at a certain point. This one's going to go out here. And so yeah, just playing around like this and just starting to experiment with where shadows will land because of these things. This is not the best example, but you know, same logic applies. Keep in mind though, it's a little hard because you're drawing in full black and white. Yeah, you can't, you're saying what is shadow and what isn't shadow. You have to be very economical. Otherwise, you'll end up like me, where everything is just black and you can't tell what is what. So yeah. Main takeaways, textures and with cast shadows, right? So try to find some images with some really explicit cast shadows like this one. You can be like, okay, this is that. This one is tough and this one's even harder to tell, right? Pattern and feel. So we have a lot of triangles, jagged edges, nothing really flows. They're all stacked on top of each other. So it's just a coincidence that we have these gaps with varying line weights. Some are really thick like this. Others are kind of thin and scraggly. And we really don't want our pen to be making any loops. Some are okay if you have smoother rocks like this one, right? Gonna have this smoother motion. Understand 3D. So understand that there are 3D structures at play. So getting cast shadows happening with very dynamic objects. So you can see all three planes of some, you can see this plane, you can see this plane. You can see all three planes of this. So this is a very good reference photo. Because you can see all planes of the tiny little objects that make up the texture. And then finally, a smaller reference area. It's very easy to want to draw everything, but just focusing on a really small, tiny area, like in the fried chicken demo that Uncomfy does. He doesn't worry about the whole chicken. He focuses on one really small portion of it. And that's really good because now you don't have to worry about as much pattern-wise, and you have a lot more room to add detail. So yeah, that's my main thing. I'm gonna go get a sip of water because I've been yapping a lot. But yeah, hopefully that helped. You're doing a good job and you're on the right path. And I bet you if you keep doing textures, you know, pick out some really nice and obvious ones, you'll be there in no time. Here, and I'll be right back. Of course, yeah, and I don't give the best advice, so of course Delano and Rise may pop in and out with all that, and of course Delano helped quite a bit, so shout out to Delano. But yeah, so hopefully I could help like 1%, right? Anyways, let's get back to it. Also, this was part of the stream where no one could hear me. I was trying to find a certain game OST that I want to listen to on stream, and I found it. I got recommended it. It's called the Garden Path OST. The full video is cozy music to work and study to, star the Golden Path OST. I need more water. My voice hurts. Let's do some tiger drawing, everybody. So yeah, we have this brow form that we want to add, and we've decided it looks better if we do this. Now, I'm not sure if it's correct to make it go like this around the form, but I think so. Oh man, I love these shapes. And I'm going to keep it on here just because it's so complex. I'm not sure if I want the stream to be 2 hours today, but yeah. Yeah. And yeah, I understand how the Drawbox Discord can be too. Sometimes if you don't have like an explicit question, it's just harder to solicit critique. Not like they're awful for that. It's just, it's harder to answer when, you know, there's so many other students to cater or help to, or like me personally, I don't really interact in the Discord unless someone has a specific question that I can answer, because otherwise I don't feel qualified to answer people's stuff, right? I'm not necessarily the smartest person, let alone the most experienced with drawing. So yeah. Another sip of water. And also make sure you don't burn yourself out. If you need to take a break from textures for a while, that's completely fine. Cool. Okay. This is gonna be tough, guys. I want to just kind of analyze the oh yeah, let's put up the ref so you guys can see what I'm looking at. I like how this one clearly like operates a lot less room because it's turning around the form. We're gonna see it bounce out from the side of this as well, which is important, but also yeah, our cavities are just much larger. Oh wait, look at that, it's still the old chat over there. Let's refresh that. Oh wait, wrong thing. There we go. Refresh. There we go. Okay, that's old. That's like very old. Well, it looks like chat's delayed for that, but we'll have to deal, right? I wonder how that happens. It's not like the URL has like save states. Anyways. Okay. So, what landmarks do we have in discerning the eye? We have right here, which I'm going to say is right here, because yeah, we also have like a lot of the face being covered up, so we already kind of run out of room, so that means the intersection has to happen about right there. Oh, there we go. I think you fixed it, Delano. Exactly, it's a really good mentality, Cat. You'll go far with that. Okay, so I want to start with the upper brow first, because then if we need to, we can drop the lower one. So for here, the upper brow, and I'm gonna do we'll just erase this lower one. Actually, I'll keep it as like posterity for a iteration of what we were doing, right? Anyways, I'm actually gonna keep this central eye, but get rid of everything else. Hey, nah, whatever. Get out of here. Okay. So intersect right here ish, because we still want to go through, and we have like 3 parts. We have this part, which is still going forward. All of this is wrapping around the eyeball, right? But this is the main geometry that I want. What did we do over here? So yeah, we did the same thing. We kind of had a 3-parter, occupying a lot of the eye, but remember, we want more of the eye to show up. I don't want it to be too uncanny. So remember, it's 3D cav, but we're gonna end up right here. right here ish, like that. And then it's going to kind of curl over like this up here. And then kind of go off to the side like this. So up, around that. Are we too low? I think we're too low. Up, around. I don't want that to be too high though, so we'll do it right there. Too many dots in the eye. Let's stop being so indecisive. And we have to remember where we're coming from. Actually, yeah, let's do the bridge of the nose first. I feel like that's a good one to start with. I feel like I need to see the kitty cat in totality and work on that. So I think, yeah, about right here, right? Because that's when we start seeing this kind of jump up towards the nose, so. I still want to do the bump right here, but yeah, we would need something. So do we do the footprint and then connect it up? I'm gonna do it this way. I know it's probably not as right, but I like this, so. It kind of goes up quickly right here and then over and then down. So up quickly and then over and then down. It's actually a lot wider than that, but whatever for now, right? And then we have this part going up to the eye. We're gonna go up here like this. We're gonna have a bit of an overhang just to say, hey, we have some thickness to it, right? Like this. And then, yeah, we have this dance around the eye. So we're traveling around it right here. Cool. We have so much space over here, actually. It's kind of crazy if we drew the eye way too far to the left. And yeah, we want to kind of travel down with the eye right there. So like this. I'm gonna leave that there for now. Yeah, it feels like it's indent, which is gross and I don't like. We're gonna worry about this one over here now. I think we really messed up right there. I'm a bit worried, but it's okay. So now we're gonna swing under and kind of meet up at the eye right here. We kind of want, I mean, this one does sit lower over here, so we'll just be mindful of that. Their symmetry. Okay, we're gonna go under and then right here. Under and right here. Need my normal kitty cat for this one. Kind of going up and then over quite gently. And then immediately kind of dipping down and forming that side of the brow like this. And then doing that kind of dance around. Oh, I smeared it. Okay, cool. Woof. Let's be careful. So that's going to travel over like this. A lot of lines up there, but I'm kind of liking it. It's easy to get lost, but whatever. Okay, now we have the lower eye, so we're going to be going up right here. Kind of like, there's a pinch happening right here. It goes like this, and then this one. Oh, okay, so it kind of forms that pinch, and then we're going lower down, and then taking up more room over here as we get, so it's kind of like flat against here. We're not taking up too much room. And then we get thicker as we go over here because we're seeing more of the eyelid in front. So I'm going to actually start with the thing on the ball. Like so. It's a bit too much, but it's going to be okay for now. We're going to jump up here. Don't want to go too far now. Kind of reminding myself of our forms that we chose. Cool. I'm going to travel down the face and then around in the back in. Help myself out here. We're going to travel down the face and up here. Okay, now we just have to be careful for symmetry on this next one. I think we're going to start on the eye again. And remember, we have to be really thin with it because we want these to be somewhat even. But it's gonna take up a lot of room back here, actually. Trying to see what that's going to look like in my head. There's just so much going on in the Gestalt part of my brain. It's like, can't realize the shape of anything that's happening. Definitely curls around like that. Not my best. I'm a bit disappointed, but we'll continue. This one's going to travel over here and then down. That was way too deep. Oh, that was way too deep. Oh, it should have been like this. Yikes. Didn't think about that beforehand. Whatever. Oh, now it's like a droopy, gross, dumb eye. That's super disappointing. That's just not good. Ruined. No, I'm kidding. I almost want to put a line in there to fix it. Oh. Less is more though, Kavel. Too bad. It's gonna be like what it is for now. Cool. Okay, so now we have the nose. We're gonna do the nose footprint. I've decided that is our next step at least. The nose has to be somewhat proportional because we're going to be, so it's going to be seem a bit larger here, but then we have to add the masses for the rest of it, so. How does uncomfy and do this? So it does has a pretty solid 3D form here. This one is like, nah. They don't really define it that well plane wise, so. And this one was a bit tricky for me, I won't lie. So we have this part, and then the masses kind of go out there making that triangle shape that we know and love down here. So we know here's about the middle. So we're going to go up a bit, and that's the start of the nose. And we know we're going to travel up. That's the thing, we have a lot of height room for it, which I think was just a failure in our construction rather than anything else. Then again, most of the nose does just kind of sit in the front. Like, not much of it. We do have these, like, this mass coming out here. What I'm going to do is... And then from there we can add some of the forms. So like we know in front, we're gonna have like this form right here. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done a single point, but instead a like continuous zone. Like for this I should have done a flat part and then get up here, because then I could divide it into its forms, extruded forms, right? 'cause because there's that like flat plane at the bottom, like this, and then it kind of. So I'm seeing like this, this, this. That's what I'm seeing. So oh, kitty cat, give us your luck. We'll leave that there for now. Work on the jowls, if you will. Let's look at our tiger Legos. So yeah, we just chose to kind of wrap this form around it. Nothing too crazy about that. In front, kind of going to the side, right? So from here, buttressed. Definitely wants this kind of thing to it. It's going to go up here. So we're going to go down here. Make that triangle. It's definitely longer. I'm almost tempted to start it, so we'll start it. Okay, cool. And then it picks up quite immediately there, and the rest of the roundness is actually traveling back here. So if we start from like going like this. Cool. I really like that. That looks good. And then we want to buttress it against here, so we're gonna pick it up like this. And then we want to return it going back here. I probably should have started further back, but now we can go like this. I like that a lot. This eye thing is killing me, guys. I'm actually so upset. Oh, okay. This one, the other jowl, we have like this shape to it, like this corner. It's very cornery. Then again, we want to start pretty evenly over there. So this one's going to go follow that kind of plane. There we go. But we'll start with the contour because we're cheaters. This one's very sharp and instantly kind of going in that direction. Then we only have like a small moment. We only want it to go as deep as this one. But yeah, we're looking more on the inside. It's sharper, it's deeper, and then we're going out. Yeah, that was a bit too deep. That was my fear. I travel over here. Land at that dot. That was way too big, and now I'm upset. I'm really I'm dropping the ball today, guys. I apologize. Oh, that upsets me so much. The fact that I didn't use my landmarks. I'm off today. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. So next, shouldn't be apologizing to you guys. It's my fault. This was the really complex form that we wanted to add. We're gonna start over here, go in front up here, and then we have this like a mouth guard almost. So mouth guard wise, we're gonna end going back here. So we could actually even give it a bit more mass just to make this seem a bit more normal over here. Definitely be traveling in the front like this. So we'll do a little bit of a like lower chin type beat. We want to give it some room, right? I'll look at my entire... Okay. Oh, we actually had two separate forms. So we'll do one for this, where we kind of go... Over here once again. Started that one higher on purpose, thank God. And we're gonna go here and we're gonna have this lip to it, right? Or kind of. Very big chin. That was my mistake. That was actually really bad. Dang it! Urgh, whatever. Whatever. That upsets me deeply. Dang it. Okay, whatever. We may finish this stream, or like at least the construction part. It's kind of disappointing me deeply, my silly mistakes I'm making today, but what a way to end it, right? And then we have these tube-like forms for the teeth. And we are, after that, I think, pretty much in the detail zone. Yeah, we have this one that's kind of pointing out. Trying to be aware of the negative space that we'll have here. What the heck of a chin, you know? It's so big. It makes me so upset. I'm sorry, I keep complaining. A child, but not gonna make it any better, we know. And then it definitely goes into the mouth a bit. One back here. Doesn't actually go to the full side, it's about like right here-ish. Definitely goes this way. Same height. Then we have the tiny teeth. This one's actually kind of more in than it is that way. And then we have these tinier row. And we'll give, I guess, some of the form. Actually, I won't draw it on there, but some of that is the lip, right? Like traveling out and then. Does Uncomfy draw the entire lip? Yeah, practically. You'll need it, right? So, being careful here. We have this that swings over, so go down. There. It's a bit too down, but whatever. Same thing down here. About that. And then swing up both those ends. And just kind of, you know, retexturing. Yeah, the ears seem too small, but I feel like once we flesh this out too, it'll be a bit better. Should we start texturing, guys? I think... Oh man, the schnoz is a bit too big. We definitely messed up on that end. This all started with that one, but we'll try to recoup. Yeah, let's start texturing it. Let's try our best. So... Oh, yikes, this does not give you much to go off of, right? It does do the dots for the eyes. That is a fact. I do want to do the tufts of fur. That is my main goal. Before I blow up and act like I don't know nobody. Sorry. Okay. I don't really think we need to add anything to the top of his head. We do have a lot of this fluff on the left side. And it goes all the way from about the side of the eye. We have like this tuft. And we don't want these small, we want a smaller size. Because we want to really put a lot into this. So yeah, we have like this rounded part and then this tuft right here. Just a lot of these. Kind of seeing that, so that's the goal. We reach out past the ear. Wow, that's very far. And yeah, we have just this kind of at that corner as well. We start having let's see, we get that big tuft right where the nose starts, so we actually can start that right now and just do that. That was bad. That was really bad. That was, oh god. That was really rough. Oh, what a flop. Jesus. Oh my god. That's so bad. We need more of this, less of whatever that was. Ugh. Whatever, if we continue. Down here we have more of that, so a lot of these are just kind of sticking out. I feel like we can even go inside here. Okay, we're not going to do that again. We learned our lesson. That was tough, to say the least. Start reinforcing some of these. This hair is interesting because it's kind of, yeah, straight back for a second, so we only have like this to kind of go off of, and then we have these really big whooshes that happen like right here, starting down there. So you're going like whoosh, whoosh. Gotta be mindful with every stroke here. And then these are going kind of straight down. So we have like this. Almost cartoonish in a way. Yeah, the two sides of the face are very different there. Yikes. Well, just a sign of our education, I guess. Kind of want to reinforce the ears. There's this additive form right here, which is kind of probably a bit more shaggier than that, but going like that a bit. I want to reinforce those. I want more practice with fur, so I'm just going to kind of Man, that difference in texture on the left side is killing me. Still experiencing the same kind of really messed up at that side, but it's okay. There's like just that bit of that additive form, right? The nose, I'm actually kind of excited to do this. I hope I don't mess it up. We have like this, then it goes back like that. We have that little V shape in there. We have the same thing going on over here. Okay, not that symmetric, which kind of upsets me, but whatever. We kind of have a patch of fur right there, right? We have eye number 1. Let's really make sure not to mess this up. So I'm looking up and to the left. They're off. Whatever. I've somewhat accepted it now. This looks so bad, guys. I'm really upset, but the construction's there, so whatever. Is it disappointing? Yes. Is it an attempt? Yes. Definitely doesn't look pretty, though, that's for sure. Looks more like a wolf than a tiger. Do I dare add the stripes? I think that's kind of, we got to now. Let's try it. And maybe copying just a tiny bit of both of these. There are these smaller ones going up and around the battle scars. Really intense. No, more ink doesn't equal better cav. Jeez. Okay. not to be too exact with these, but like too much chaos and it won't look good, but just enough to kind of get this diamond shape that I want in here. Like end up with this kind of, or maybe more like that. And it kind of does that. Almost connects to the ones underneath it. Don't add too much black up here, so I'm gonna separate it all out, right? It's definitely the job for the brush pen. There are these little like let's fill these in and see how it looks. I know it's not gonna look pretty, but we're gonna go for it. Where are my brush pens? I always lose it every day. Should be over. Ah, there it is. So I wouldn't call this one a loss or anything, but definitely messed up the ending there, and I don't think it was because I was rushing. But otherwise I couldn't tell you a specific reason. It felt like rushing, but maybe it was just because I wasn't being as diligent tonight as I usually am. And then I'm not sure if we're going to do the review tonight or tomorrow after I ask in the Discord if there's anything glaringly wrong. Not sure if I said this in my head or I actually said on stream, but I'm glad I started from the top and then kind of went down. Prevent smearing too much ink. That's the thing, it looks like an animal, just not really a tiger. I think it's because I just made the jowl too big. Oh my goodness, yeah. For sure. Have you tried the Drawbox pins? I'm not saying that because I'm not sponsored or anything, but I really do like them the most. And this is probably my favorite brush pen I've ever used, the Pigma brush. Solid, good. They're always expensive, but I think a brush pen is a worthy investment because you're not like spamming them, right? Or at least I'm not. And so I can, like, I feel like it's amortized by its use. But that's a call for you guys to make monetarily. I do not condone or like sponsor these brands. I'm no brush penologist, so this could be a horrible brush pen for all I know. And I could be blind to the world of true good brush pens. I don't know. I used to have a black marker for it, but that dried out. Ah, I gotcha. Yeah, hopefully there's either an art store or Amazon near you, because I'm pretty sure you can get this for maybe like, hopefully $8, so it's expensive, but it'll last you a while. Okay, these are going to be a bit more difficult. Also, yeah, we could add a bit more, like... There's definitely going to be some darkness under that part of the nose. No scratchy lines. Yeah, definitely the width of the nose could have probably been a bit more amplified, I guess. I don't know. I think we're just gonna chill here until we finish this, which I know is a bit grindy, but meh, we can do, right? Okay, so we have this one and going up that side of the face here. Just kind of like going that. Being thicker. A bit too thick down there, but whatever. It has this. Remember, we want these smooth lines, not this kind of chalky line that I did. It kind of goes to the side of the face. It continues up the head. It goes up here. That loop. You loop and twirl. Your tiger is looking cool. Sorry, I'm out of it. There's this like boot in here that I kind of ignored, didn't I? Just gonna even track of where we need to fill in. I guess so. And to such an end, too. Such a disappointing end. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but yeah. I wouldn't call it its own arc, because we are part of the Lesson 5 arc, but it is a pretty solid introduction to, instructing animals. Our wolf, I mean, yeah, it was Lesson 5, but I feel like I was still in my bug mentality, my copying from image mentality. We are still very new to the technique of seeing things as 3D forms. I have to really think about it, and today I feel like we failed in some regards. But it's there. We know about it. We know it's doable. I thought you were just that excited, Delano. Thanks, yeah, I'm a bit unhappy about some of the proportions and stuff, but we're done, and we did a good job. We did a job. We'll get it critiqued all the same. I'm not sure if I really want to texture these, even though texture can really save it and make it look better. Because I want the graders to see my forms that I used underneath and critique them. I don't want my texture to kind of hide that. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna try to sleep in, get 8 hours of sleep tonight. I mean, I have a lot of stuff to do, but can't do all that lot of stuff if I don't get any sleep, right? If I could just redo this side of the face, I think I'd be like really happy with it. And this does kind of trail off after this loop. We do have this kind of cube here, but I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna do like this to that type beat. Call it that for that side of the face. There's a tiny kind of one like popping up the side of the face here like this. probably drew it out wide too much, but I'm still gonna do it. I really want to fix those, but I really just don't think I can. There's not much hope over there. Why did I do the why did I do the right side before I did the left? Dang it, okay, we have to be... So this one travels right by the eye, and then has a little hoop right here. So we'll start from that hoop. Whoop. Travel right by the eye. Reinforcing it so I don't lose it. We have the hoop. And it kind of gets lost over the edge of the jowl. Also, yeah, we need to fill in that before I forget. Just have this kind of arch that goes all the way up to this one. I'll bring it kind of like this. Maybe these tinier. I want to smear any ink, trying to be very careful. If only could like make it look good. I mean, yeah, but you know, you get the gist. Maybe I could. I want to add some contrast to the ears, like. A bit darker back there. And doodle. Be pretty precise with our construction. Yeah, I think this one we definitely just kind of skidded the runway and kind of landed not too gracefully. I think that's the big lesson today. I'm too tired to write in our lesson journal, so we'll do it next stream, and if I don't remember, please yell at me. I'm gonna add like one right here. Not necessarily there, but I feel like it'll fill out at least that part of the face. To make it seem a bit more rotund, but it's whatever. Ooh, there's some ink somewhere. Thanks. See. Oh. Kind of tried to round it out a bit there. This looks like a you know those like tattoo gone wrong pictures? This looks like that. You know? Oh, yikes. I think the textures are slowly but surely saving it, you know? As textures do. Cheers to the first one, huh? Or, I mean, Wolf was technically, but this is... I know I've already said, I mean, just yapping, I'm trying to cope, I guess. I'm really worried about starting the, Hold. Whatever these called, the whiskers. Jeez. I'm also going to color in this area. Yeah, we have just these dots that kind of travel around like this. I probably shouldn't have. That's getting a bit messy, so we're not going to touch that anymore. There are smaller ones right here that I kind of want to get like this. Okay. Stop touching stuff, Cav. You're overdoing it. So, for this, we have one kind of close to the nose. yeah, true. It's just it's not what I wanted to accomplish. I guess that's the best way to say it. But you're very right. I should stop. It's very easy to get so self-absorbed and obsessive over things like this. You know, I mean, you probably know you're a great artist and you're probably experienced with such things. I bet you these circles were way too large, so we gotta go a bit smaller for each of them now. Because if I color these in, kind of like, I could even like do like a blotch of ink between them. Almost like a kind of putting them together. But yeah, that was a bit too much, so we'll try to cut it off. This one kind of goes like this. So we have dot, 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 dot. Make them larger a bit. Always start small with these kind of things, I guess. That's my mistake here. And then you can add or... Not really, you can't subtract, but... Also, yeah, let's change the degrees of these as we work through them. Kind of... Try to connect them a bit, you know. These right here. Going like this. Way too big, but... Decreasing ellipse sizes. They do kind of just merge into each other at some points, right? They aren't necessarily these perfect lines. Got another row with like some stray ones. One right here, and then here, and then here, here. Here. Definitely looks a lot more like a tiger when you add the tiger stripes to it. So I guess we can like imply that these one up here are bigger, and then like everything after that will kind of, or like we could add some more to kind of make it feel like it's just getting larger, you know? And then try to It's a bit too scribbly, sorry. A bit too skibbity. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm better than that. I'm splattering ink. Oh no. We got another one kind of bridging from that. Got a couple almost isolated ones. Can I tell you guys like something super weird? Also, yeah, if we increase the height like this, it makes it feel like it's wrapping around. I don't know why I'm asking, because I kind of just yap all the time and no one can stop me. So my gym has I'm a very smell-oriented person. That's a weird way to start like the gym. Anyways, so like I it's kind of crazy. Like I can smell things like rooms away. Like there was an instance when I was working in the kitchen and I like smelled something and I literally like cartoon dog nose like trailed it all the way to a sink that had a soap that my mom used to use because I recognized it and I can track it back there. All of this to say that my gym has a very specific smell. Sorry, even more specifically in the winter. And I somehow just like that hit my brain right now. I was like, oh. And I was just thinking about that a lot. You guys like that? Are you weird like I am? Probably not as much, but I know a lot of people can relate to like, oh, they smelled something and it reminded them of a candle their grandmother used to do, or they get these very strong and vivid memories. And I associate with that with so much. I don't think it's like a special kind of ability or anything, but as a person who has really bad hearing, like normal seeing, I'll take whatever I can get as like a normal or like a slightly better than average sense, right? And my hearing's probably shot because I've been playing video games all my life. I will not act like that is not the truth. Yep, and then we just got this kind of area down here, which I'm not sure why Uncomfy didn't capitalize on, because not only do we kind of have like this going on, which kind of overdid it, but with those little dots, right? And we have this like little kind of going back there. Yeah, we have these little, this can kind of help sell our kind of going a bit crazy with it, so we'll calm down. And I also want to kind of reinforce a couple of these kind of as we did up there. Just adding that extra like cool. You think, am I missing anything, anybody? Like this is the moment where you're like, oh yeah, you forgot an arm or something. We forget anything too major? Because if not, I think that is our kitty cat. Our big cat, as Hamburger likes to say. Definitely, Uncomfy definitely made the pupils larger. Oh, I kind of want to like reinforce this as well. Same thing here. Definitely, like, if I flipped the canvas, I'd probably be a bit surprised. This is, yeah. Those dots make it really... Oh, wow, yeah. Look at that. Because they send that way, and this one goes like that, and... Definitely kind of shows that this side is way too large, but... yeah, so like I said, I'm a bit too tired to do the review. Every day we steer closer to that dreadful cylinder challenge. Don't remind... Cat, this is supposed to be like, yay, we're done, not... You're closer to dying. You know, it's like saying, instead of like happy birthday, it's like saying, yeah, you're closer to your funeral. But yes, we do march closer, ever so closer to that dreaded day. But for now, we may remain beautiful and quite fun land of animal constructions. And I want to like actually reinforce that this is say reinforce a lot. that's hair, you know? Just kind of going, I don't want to separate for it yet because mentally I'm like, this isn't perfect. I need to keep touching up things and adding things, but in the words of the software engineering book that I've been reading for my software engineering class, in the terms of development and design specifically, there is not really a done, there is just out of time. And guys, I think it's safe to say we ought to be out of time here. So yeah, cool stuff. What a way to end it. This is the end of the, okay, it's not the Tiger arc. Because like, what's smaller than an arc? Like, for example, Ennie's Lobby is also water, like, would you consider Ennie's Lobby different from Water 7, right? Because when Ennie's Lobby ends, they go back to Water 7. You don't really do that with any other arc. Not that I know of. Dressrosa kinda, because you go, do they go back to Zoe? Yes, they... No, because they leave Zoe, and half the group goes to Dressrosa, and the other half goes to Whole Cake. So yeah, I don't think they ever return to Zoe. Anyways, yeah, so to say, like, this is the smaller arc. It's like the 5 episodes before, like, they meet the actual villain, right? Like, they actually find the stand user. I don't know. But yeah, so regardless, 6 streams it took us, and hey, I'm totally fine if every other one takes 10. We're learning, and we made major progress today. Despite the imperfections and the things I don't like about it, I think I was just upset because I spent so much time on the first part, and to have such minor errors dictate so much of the outcome, it was upsetting to me. And so I wanted to cope with that by complaining about it. But regardless, we did an excellent job today, and I'm proud of that. So with that being said, everybody, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Please remind me, we will be doing a review tomorrow. And I guess the next construction, or we can take a break and do some 50%. Ooh, some 50% does sound nice. Yeah. So I think I already said it, but thank you guys very much for watching, especially all of you joining today. It was really good to see all of your faces. I don't want to be all parasocial because I don't truly know you guys, right? But like people like Rise and Delano, I know. Okay, like we're decent friends. Yeah, like I don't. Yeah. But yeah. So regardless, you guys mean a lot for showing up. The subscribers is ridiculous, and the people who just like instantly like my streams, thank you. You don't have to do that. It's very supportive. It's very kind. This has been a very fun construction. I'm gonna put it in the lesson 5 chat and hope for some critique. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see all of you tomorrow. Bye for now.